Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, aDudemanbro, and I hope you all are having a fantastic Tuesday. I hope that your Monday and Tuesday was amazing in the stock market. We crushed it on a few of our picks, and this video is just going to be a recap of some of those picks with actually a few more other ones. This is going to be the penny stock one, but if you're new to the channel and if you found any of this information useful or entertaining at all, you know, if you like my face maybe even, go ahead and smash that like button and hit that subscribe button. I promise you can always take it back later. Without further ado, I'm going to jump into some of these picks, and we have a lot to go over. So, okay, first one I'm going to talk about is MKD, and this is one that I called on my Sunday video. You know, it took a heck of a beating, which I'm super happy about because it's not being talked about very much, and it has a basically $9 PT on it based off of the research report, and I'll bring that up right now. So the equity research report is estimating, because of the revenue has been so at this year and next year, estimate the fair value of the company is going to be $1 billion. The capitalization of the company is going to be $1 billion, and that is $9. So that's what the PT is. I think a lot of people are sleeping on this one, to be honest. I think that this one, I don't necessarily think this one's going to go to $9. I think that it's very plausible that it can go to $3 to $4, which from right now's entry would be double, 2x your money. So I'm very happy about this. This is not going to be a long-term hold for me whatsoever. I think it's an in and out, maybe a month swing hold at most. So wanted to bring you guys that update. Next one I want to talk about is AMC. We've seen a little bit of a sell-off today, but that was amazing. I was able to double my position at basically $4.68. Very happy with that. I definitely see us hitting about $6 on this. There's a couple other people out there that are saying $8 to $10. I would be happy, like I said, with $6.50 to $7. I think that's where I'm going to start taking my profits, to be honest, because you don't necessarily want to follow the masses because, you get burnt that way. I'd be very happy with, 30% of gains on this one, just a quick in and out, not even a week hold. I would be very, very happy with this. And like I said, this one is just a strict based off of the chart and based off of the news that they're getting and people FOMOing in. I think that is the main reason why I'm playing this one. Like I said, if it dips below, I'm probably going to have a very tight stop loss on this, probably just a few cents above where my entry is, and can honestly easily see this one going to $6. Okay, next one I want to talk about is TRXC. This one took a little bit of a beating, but actually very happy about that. Stocks can't just keep on going up and up and up without a little bit of pullback. This is very good. This is normal for the stock market because it adds to the next leg up is going to be even more crazier. Definitely see that we're overbought. So as long as the volume stays with this one and it keeps on giving those really, really good news, the patent news and everything, we're going to see this one hit $4 to $5 again very, very soon. This one is actually part of my 1K subscriber giveaway. So if you guys want to find out more information about that, I'm going to be putting it in the description of this video. I just go into more detail about it. I'm not going to talk about it a crazy amount. Alright, so DPW, my boy, it went to $10 before. We were covering it at, even lower. It was like $2 when I first started covering it. I'm very bullish on this. I think it's going to go $8 to $10 again. That's why I've been loading up under $5. Very, very bullish on this stock. Even $3, I loaded up a buttload. But one thing I got to say about this one that I don't think a lot of people are, even talking about is the fact that they actually have a almost 10% interest in UUU. And so, this is going to basically be a good thing for that company, and that company be a good thing for this one. I think that we're going to see a DPW increase. I'm hoping for over $6 tomorrow and end with maybe even mid-February being at about $8 to $10. That's why I'd be very happy with an investment. It could go over that. I covered Sunworks at, under $2, and it's over, $22 now. So I think that anything is possible, and DPW is one of those that the CEO is talking about expansion, and he's talking about buying other companies, and it is another one that could go huge. They're starting to sell their chargers on Amazon and whatnot too. It could be huge. So I wanted to bring that to your guys' attention. CRBP, this is one that I covered in my last video. I think under $2 is a buy. I am holding out to really go in a lot when it actually, I would love to see an entry of $1.80 or under. That's what I'm really waiting for to load. But I did take a few shares under $2 here for a starter position. I see this one going, $3 plus very soon. It might be a little bit, 2 weeks or so, but I think that this one is going to be starting to see, as long as we can break that downtrend, this one will be a red to green day, I think. So one that's kind of new is RCON. This one's actually been talked about by a few other YouTubers, and that's kind of why I'm bringing it to your guys' attention. I think that this one took a huge beating today, and that is amazing. If you were in it before this, I'm sorry, you probably lost a good amount of money today, but I took a position at, 2025 cents, 2028 cents, and I loaded because I think that this one is above a $3 stock, and it took a heck of a beating today, and I'm super happy, like I said, about that. A few things I kind of want to bring up. So first of all, they are producing an AI-based control system. There's a lot of other videos about this company, and I'm not going to really waste a whole lot of your time. I'm a channel that is a learning channel that doesn't really like to give you guys all the information. I bring you guys just clippets of what I think is going to happen. That kind of makes these videos shorter for you guys, and also I can kind of have you also learn on the way, so I'm not just giving you guys all the advice. I think that that's the best way to learn, and that's how this channel has been, and this how the channel always will be. You won't see 20-30 minute videos of me going over one full stock, or I won't be covering the same stock 12 times in a row. I don't do that. That's not my style. Without the rant, short value is 27%. That's pretty good. We could see a possible reversal. So many shorts having to cover. We could see a huge spike to $4. It's definitely possible. The float is only 4 million. Very small float. And this one could possibly go, like I said, like $5 actually. $5.50 or almost $6. It's went before. Very possible. It has a decent amount of insider, and by decent amount I mean half. Basically, there's not very much of this float that's left, and that means this one's going to possibly go crazy when all the FOMO gets in there, and once we have a lot more people start to say, hey, this is a buy, that's going to happen very soon. So next one I want to talk about is POW. I talked about this one, I think, 2 weeks ago, and very bullish on this. If you look at Smith & Wesson, if you look at what's not being talked about is Biden hasn't brought up anything about guns or ammo or anything. And when Democrats get into the White House, people freak out about guns. And it's just being avoided right now because there's so many other issues, all of his executive orders and whatnot. So I think that once guns are starting to be talked about again, this one will rocket up. It went to highs of $9, and right now it's in at under $6 right now. They are basically boasting about how much revenue that they're making. They actually just announced today that quarter 3 revenue will exceed 16.5 million, which is, I think, 6 million past the revenue from last quarter. So they are doing amazing. So this company, like I said, they are going to be seeing some crazy growth, and I think under $6 is a buy for this. And if you can get even under $5, I'm going to load the boat 100% if this one goes under $5 for sure. So looks like today we might possibly be seeing an uptrend. If we can keep this momentum going and it doesn't dip anymore, I think that this one could be an easy parabolic. I'm just saying. So next one I want to talk about is EBON. I haven't talked about it in a little while here, and just kind of wanted to bring you guys an update. Still holding for sure. This one, before Bitcoin even went to 25K, 30K, this one was $9. And yes, they dropped an offering at about $6, but I think that this one is a no-brainer under $5. I think that this one will be $8 to $9 in no time once people start to get into it more. It looks like by the chart today, if you bring up a closer image of the chart, it looks like algorithms might be getting onto this stock, and that might be actually not necessarily bringing the stock down, but it's trading it a lot more than what it's used to. But I definitely see this one going huge. I've covered it in the past. I'm not going to go too much into detail, but like I said, I've been loading the boat under $5. $5. I think that this is a no-brainer. KOSS, and this is one of the ones that I called, this week, and oh my God, it went over 100%. Called it at $3, and it went actually up to almost $14. It's almost 4x your money. I mean, guys, this is awesome. Even I had some people in the comments that were like, wow, that one went insane. And these are the type of plays. This one had the best indicators, and that's what I was saying in the comments. Short interest, the chart was looking awesome. Just had all those indicators, and not a lot of people were talking about it. I think there was only one or two other YouTubers that were talking about this one, and I don't think very many of them actually even mentioned that the short squeeze that could possibly happen either. I could be wrong. I'm not saying that I was the only one that called it or whatnot, but very happy about this one, and I'm looking at another couple, because I think that this is the trend that's going to be going here. What I want to say for all your new investors and anybody that's looking to make some good money, look at what's going on in the world. Look what is happening. Look what happened to GameStop. Everyone was talking about short squeezes and everything. Guess what I looked at? I looked at some of the best stocks with the highest amount of short interest. Bam. I kind of, this one was actually not on that list, but I actually went into detail and I looked a little bit further, and I noticed that it had a 30 plus. Then it was a stock that was doing really good. So all those few things that I just noticed that were amazing, and that's how I found this. But you guys, there's so many great stocks out there to look at. Don't just look for YouTube for all the answers. Sometimes the stocks that you guys are saying in the comments are better than stuff that we're picking. If you're 100% positive and you do due diligence on some of these stocks and you think that it's a buy, don't let anyone tell you wrong. If you did all the research and you are 100% about it, just go after it, and learn from your mistakes, because that's how I learned. I've called some kind of bad ones on this channel. I'll be the first one to say it. I've called a lot more winners than losers, for sure, but I've called one or two that were kind of bad. So it's always a learning thing, and there was a chance that this could have not have done anything. So I just wanted to give you guys that, just research and write down the things that you do right, the things that you do wrong, and look that over, when it's not, the stock market's not open. Look for those notes and see what you did right, say what you did wrong. The best way to learn possible. So, all right, so the next one I want to talk about, why is it not loading? Eyes. This is another one that I said could possibly, it's the merger that's kind of like JAGX and LMFA that could possibly go huge. We've seen a lot of selling going on, but look at this. It was up over, I think, 30% at its highest, or 40% maybe even. This one was an easy 40% trade. I still think it does have room to go. These are the type of plays that you're looking for, the sympathies / the type of setups that are exactly like stocks that shoot up, because those are what people end up going into. Maybe a bigger YouTuber, or maybe even, a Twitter person finds out a stock has a similar pattern. That's the next one that they go on to. So if you could be one step ahead of them and just research them yourself, then you will get in those amazing deals where you're 40% under what it could even go to, So that's kind of what this video is going to be about. It's kind of more, it's a learning thing, but I did also bring, one or two new stocks to look at and kind of go into detail of a few more. This is definitely, like I said, a learning channel. So if you guys are learning anything from this channel and you guys want to leave some love in the comments below, it's very much appreciated. I can't cover everything, and I actually miss some things too. So if you ever want to leave some comments too, and say, hey, what about this? I very much appreciate that. I want to say thank you so much for, participating and for actually watching the videos. I really appreciate it a lot. The amount of love and the subscribers that I've been receiving in the last 2-3 months has been outrageous. Nothing but love for all you guys. And if everyone is making some money or some decent money, please leave it in the comments below. Spread that love, because I know with this world and everything that's going on right now, there's enough negativity in this world, and I just want to come onto this platform and I just want to share some love and some motivation and some positivity to the world, because that's all we need, So that's the video. I hope you really enjoyed it. And if you want to check me out on any social media, I have my Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon in the description below. Also, if you would like to check out any platforms that I use, I have my referral links for both Robinhood and Webull. Webull has a promotion that they're doing right now for 4 free stocks. If you'd like to check that out and deposit $100 within the first 30 days, you will get 4 free stocks, and so will I. And all that goes right 100% back into the channel. It goes right back into mics, right back into software that I need to use, and / maybe possible things that are coming up in the future. So I really do appreciate that a lot. And remember to stay humble but never satisfied. Never let somebody tell you that what you're doing is stupid or you can't do something. You can do anything, and the only person that's stopping you is you. You go out there and you get it, and you show everybody that you can do amazing things, because I know you guys can, and you guys should know that too. But you guys stay classy, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, yo.